What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another volume of Diarrhea of a Madman. I am your host, Johnny Deneen, and this is my shit show coming to you live from my fucking garage because why the hell not? I mean, it's nice out. So why not mix it up a little bit? Fuck it. Everyone else is doing their podcasts outside and shit. I don't want to go all the way outside. I burn easily, as I found out as a young child. Moving from Chicago to Oklahoma. Anyway, uh, but I recently got burnt. I went on a trail ride. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I'm going to talk more about it with the wife because she's the one who brought me on it with her work friends. But a trail ride in the South, uh, it's a party on a low bed and homies on horses. And it was a great fucking time. I just was not prepared for it at all. I did not. Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck I was going into. Like I said, I'm gonna bring it back up with the wife because mm, I don't remember her really telling me about it. Again, I partake in beverages and whatnot, so I'm not completely trusting in my memory. However, um, I showed up in the way wrong attire. Did not know what I was getting into. So anyway, stay tuned for next episode where the wife explains to me how fun that was. And I actually had a really good time. It's just she doesn't think I did because, I don't know. Anyway, I had a really good time. So I got a little bit of sunburn, mostly on the top of my head, because if I knew what the fuck I'm getting into, if I know I'm going to be outside, guess what? I'm bringing a fucking hat. Hell, I wear a hat inside just because I've been losing my hair for my entire fucking life. Well, not losing it. As my dad says, you don't become a man in this family until the hair falls off the back of your head and just gets stuck in the crack of your ass. That's how you know you become a man in my family. So, yeah. Uh, welcome to my shit show. Again, if you're new, um, this is just me. I do this solo thing. I'm wearing fucking jeans, dude. My wife is gonna be so mad at me when she comes home, and I'm not wearing jeans anymore. She rarely ever sees me in jeans because I'm fucking retired. I'm retired. I just wear sweatpants, I wear shorts, and that's about it. So I don't know. Maybe if I'm wearing jeans doing laundry when she comes home, I'll get laid. I don't know. Anyway, uh what's going on? Oh, I got my playoff hockey's going on. Um, and holy fucking shit. Like, okay, I want to get into the whole expansion team thing. I want to get into all that crap because and just sports in general, I think hockey was the worst at it as far as like giving expansion teams and then they're taken away and they're moved somewhere else. Anyway, but um the Utah, formerly known as the Utah Hockey Club, which was a fucking money grab. They all know it. You don't they put out a fucking team due to whatever expansion, whatever kind of excuse. It's whatever it is. And then they're like, "Oh, we can't come up with a name." So, for the first season, they just put it out as the Utah Hockey Club, and then they're like, "During the first season, we'll do a voting thing." It's just more ways to squeeze fucking money out of you. However, it that being said, it would be cool to have like a Utah Hockey Club jersey because they shouldn't make them anymore, but they probably still do. Anyway, getting into NHL playoffs, the Utah Mammoth are in it. They've had a team for 2 fucking seasons, and they're already, like, in the fucking play. It shouldn't be like that. Like, I don't know what kind of rules changed. It used to be expansion teams were just junk, you would get a gem every now and again. I'm talking about lineups here, but now like it almost benefits you to just build a club somewhere and require them to use whatever NHL rules they have set in place to give you like the top pick of everyone's fucking team, or I don't know how it works. It just seems like it's like that because they should not be in the fucking playoffs. They got a sick ass Zamboni. Yes, they do. A mammoth is a pretty fucking cool goddamn mascot, but I don't like Utah. I don't like the state. I don't like anything about Utah. Looking at you, Mormons, on a Catholic level here. Anyway, so yeah, I've been trying to watch. My predictions, if you're following me on social media, have been way off or way on if you know how to bet against how I make predictions. So, I've stopped making predictions. Um, how is it? I'm a Blackhawks fan. Okay, I'm a diehard Chicago Blackhawks fan. I loved them when they sucked. Roenick, Tony Amonte, fuck Chris Chelios, Eddie Belfour, Gary Suter. Was it Gary Suter? I can fucking throw them all out there. Bob Probert for the 2 seasons that he was down there. I did an interview anyway in 2010. Fuck you. No, 2013. Yeah, when they beat the Bruins. So fuck you, Bruins. I did some mural in Afghanistan with spray paint. It was like the Colorado, Jesus Christ, the Chicago Sea with the fucking tomahawks crossing the little shoulder emblem that they have. And then I was holding my 240 Bravo, and it went viral after the. Yeah, I had another thing go viral beforehand that went really bad for me. But this one went viral and went really good for me, and I had to do like an interview. Um, and yeah, I named my favorite player growing up is Bob Probert, and I mean because he was I liked the Bruisers, the Tony Twists at the time, um, those kind of guys, and but I don't know. I know most Chicago Blackhawks fans would be like fucking Probert, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, the Blackhawks, of course, are not in it. Um, Pittsburgh is. Pittsburgh and has kept Crosby and Malkin for fucking God. I mean, for as long as I can remember, those two have been on there. Are they taking pay cuts? I mean, I guess they're probably not paying Sidney whenever he gets hurt because they just like stop his money every time he gets a concussion. That's probably why they can afford to keep both of them. But I see, I compare it to other teams when you have those big two players that have just been carrying your fucking team for years. How do you keep that? Especially in hockey. Basketball, it never happens. Football, it never happens. Uh, Hockey was one of those things that usually was pretty good about keeping their players for, team loyalty, whatever you want to call it. I think it's just the team bending to the player. But yeah, man, they kept those two guys there, and now the fucking Flyers are beating the brakes off them. And I think this is the end of an era for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think Crosby and Malkin either split or one of them retires after this year. I thought it was going to be Pens in 7. Yeah, it is what it is. So, fuck, who else is playing in the playoffs? The Canes are right up the road. I got a couple buddies who are Hurricanes fans. I broke a Marine's nose in Iraq in 2006. It was 2006. He was a Carolina Hurricanes fan. He was also a Chicago Cubs fan, which is probably why I broke his nose. No, but it was kind of the reason why I did. We were bullshitting back and forth. I think Carolina won the Stanley Cup that year, uh, or that season anyway. And He was talking shit about my White Sox, who I'm a fan of, going baseball, and he opened up this door. We had doors that were like made of just wood and reinforced wood and hinges, and he opened it up and he stuck his head out and he was like, "Sox suck." And when he opened the door, I grabbed it, like I grabbed the door, and he said, "Socks suck," and I just on an instinct just fucking pushed the door and pop. I felt it hit him, and then I hear this cry like, like a loud. It was kind of like that, but I thought he was fucking around until I opened the door and he pulls his hand away from his face and his fucking nose is bleeding and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm surrounded by Marines. It's just me, an Army guy. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to get butt fucked. But it didn't happen because it turns out that they didn't really like him that much. So that's my story about how I broke a Marine's nose, and I can tie it into the NHL playoffs to the Carolina Hurricanes. Go Canes. Sorry for breaking your nose, dude. Who else we got? We got games coming on today. Sabres, Bruins, go Sabres all the way. Fucking when they had Miroslav Satan, we called him Satan. Oh, dude. The old school, um, the Dominic Hasek years when they got like the Buffalo Sabres has the only like 90s throwback jersey that was like cheesy and ugly that is still pretty fucking cool to this day. So go Sabres, beat the Bruins. I fucking hate the Bruins, as everyone should, because it's fucking Boston. Fuck them. Talked about Hurricane Senators. Uh, Too bad for you, Ottawa. And Avs Kings. I mean, Jesus Christ. How the fuck are the Kings in the playoffs with 35 wins? The Avs are up to nothing. Avs are going to sweep that series. They may give the Kings a game because, they got tired one night. They just want to rest everyone, or, they have a big win and everyone else gets fucked up or something. I don't know. The Avs probably sweep that. Moving on. What have I been watching? Oh, I've been HBO Maxing big time because there's nothing else anywhere else. And I've finished everything. Like I said, I'm retired. I just fucking sit around. I watch shows. I punch this thing every once in a while. And yeah, I finished DTF St. Louis. Um, wow. Okay. Oh, that's a show you got to go into with an open mind with. That's good. What I'm gonna say about that. Cool note about it is David Harbour, I think that's his name, the guy from um, Thunderbolts and Stranger Things. God, I feel like I'm repeating myself. He wore the same tracksuit as my son did in a podcast episode last year. So rock on. Anyway, that yeah ends up being a it's a show. I don't know. I hope they come back with a season two. I just don't know how they're gonna do it. The same way I felt about Task, the show Task on HBO Max. Supposedly they're doing it with the same people, or I guess some of the same people, and I don't. I think DTF St. Louis you could do it easier with, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Good show. Check it out if you want. Oh, fucking A. I watched a movie from like 2017 with what's his name? The fucking Hawk guy, Ethan Hawke. No, that's the Mission Impossible character. I don't know. Anyway, the guy from Black Phone and um Dead Poet Society and every fucking movie lately, Blue Moon, and well, he plays this guy and fuck. Let me gather myself right quick. So Hawk plays this priest who's talking to this chick who has a husband who's fucking environmentalist nutbag, right? And it's just like slowly bleeding into him, like he's a fucking priest, right? He had done some shit, so he got moved. Yeah, that fucking movie. Um, I think I watched it too late in the evening because it got weird as fuck, man. I think this is just my take on it. It was from 2017. So if you haven't watched it and you're still watching this podcast, stop right now. Spoiler alert. But I think it was the wife. I think she was kind of some kind of fucking just muse to try and create chaos for Mother Nature or some shit. I don't know. That could just be the weed talking as well. All right, moving on from that. We are fucking going, are we? It's just me. I feel like a psycho. Uh, the show Rooster. Like I said, I've been watching it. HBO, been HBO maxing. Steve Carell and no one else I fucking recognize other than John C. McGinley, the guy from Scrubs, the guy from Intensity. If you've never seen that, it was a made-for-TV movie based off of Dean Koontz book. You can probably order it somewhere. Very good fucking interpretation. Anyway, probably the first or second. I don't know. There's two really good John C's in Hollywood, John C. Riley and John C. McGinley, and I don't know which one I would put over the other. I mean, fucking Riley has Step Brothers and Ricky Bobby. I mean, McGinley has Scrubs and fucking Platoon, and I don't know. I guess more all around, it's McGinley. But anyway, I'm watching Rooster, and it's fun. It's well written. It's very well written. It's fun to watch. As my buddy KJ put it's Steve Carell isn't really reaching in this show. It's kind of like he's played this character before. Um, but if you've seen the other stuff that he's done, he's done well, very well in like dramatic stuff. But this is pure comedy, so this shit's right up his alley. So good show. I'm into it now. Plus, I got nothing else to watch, so I've been watching Brewster. Okay, alrighty. It's everyone's favorite time. It is titty time. Twitter trending time. Here we go. What is going on? Trending. NFL draft. Oh, it's a fucking Kevin Costner movie where he's like the Browns goddamn owner or draft guy. Oh. Anyway, okay, good luck. I don't give a shit. I'm a fucking Dolphins fan now. I was a Chicago Bears fan my entire goddamn life. They got Caleb Williams after they traded Justin Fields, and I said, fuck you, Bears, I'm done. And as soon as I left the Bears, they started getting good, and Miami started sucking. So it's me. I'm a curse. I don't give a fuck. Let me know when the season starts, and we'll go from there. Moving on. James Wood, not James Woods. So it's not the actor, is it? No. Baseball. Okay. Some guy named James Wood slugs a first pitch leadoff homer. Good for you, James Wood. And good luck in Major League Baseball. All right. I mean, it's just what's going on with the Pats? And there's something going on with Vrabel. Fucking whatever. I don't know. Yeah, Mike Vrabel, the former whatever. Didn't he get fucking busted doing some bullshit? Probably something with some girls, because that's what they all do. I mean, that's what happens, right? I guess. Fuck them. Damn, this is all sports. So all this is going to be draft shit because of the draft going on tonight and because of what the shit I like. So anyway, I am starting to mumble. Until next time, if you don't have anyone to fuck, go fuck yourself.